Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
All right, what's good, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Wire Sports Media. So, I did this video this morning, and unfortunately, it didn't come out the way I wanted to. It was like 30 seconds, but it was longer because I did something that I thought erased, not erased, but corrected, but nonetheless. So I'm gonna redo this video for y'all real quick. So, the Lexie Hull full workout was on display with the Indiana Fever. So she was actually working out with Caitlin Clark and Bri Turner, which was a good thing because you got to see Lexie in a full state what she was doing and how they are working with her in certain areas, especially like sets for her and her movement and stuff like that. Now we know Lexie played at Unrivaled and everything like that, and we know that she was part of the championship that Unrivaled won. But nevertheless, that's 3-on-3. This is 5-on-5. It's going to be a whole different style. And what's Lexie impact is going to be when that time comes. So we got to see it in full display. So without further ado, let me go ahead and put it together for you. As you see, Lexie was getting some stretches in, some movements, loosen up the muscles and everything. Now this was my funny part right here, the little high step, because Bri Turner wasn't really getting her knees up high. As tall as she is, she should be getting her knees up a little bit higher than that. Now this was another funny part, the skipping part. But as you look at it, Lexie Hull, she seems to be enjoying it. She's smiling. Lexie always smiles. She always have a great big smile on her face and everything like that. You never see her too much up and down. She always kind of have even keel. I do believe the Indiana Fever have, if it's not one, but I think they have the best coaching staff in the league right now, especially with the development coach, Keith Porter. He's been very intricate in getting these players ready, playing on their strengths and their weaknesses, and showing them different ways that they could attack a defense and have great offense at the same time. Like I said in the last video, I think that the glimpse that we saw on offense for Lexie Hull last year in the second half of the season is going to be really crucial this year because she's, pretty much competing with Sophie Cunningham, and Sophie, she could shoot the 3-ball as well. And if you could have both of them on the floor at the same time, oh my gosh, it'll be so tremendous to see, because the fact of the matter is that the spacing is going to be so great because you're not going to be able to focus so much on Kelsey, Caitlin. They can knock down threes, but if Sophie and Lexie could really knock down these 3-point shots, it's going to hurt a lot of team defense because you're not going to be able to leave either one of them open. And especially you add DeWanna Bonner on that starting, especially if you play like a smaller lineup with Aaliyah Boston, it's gonna be beautiful to see. As you notice, they giving her some catch and shoot motion, like coming off the screen, like a pass come off the screen and then set, and then not even waiting to spot up, just catch it and shoot it. And that's what Lexie could be really good at, if she could just, once she get the ball, just to shoot. Because at times last year, she was a little bit hesitant when it came to that area. That's nice right there. Pass, set, kick back, shoot. I definitely want to see Lexie go to the rim a little bit more when she get a chance, when she's on the, she has that opportunity. And we already know she'll run the floor for Caitlin, so that's one thing we don't even have to worry about too much. All right, guys. So yeah, you see that that right there to me shows a lot that you're gonna see a really good Lexie Hull this year. I think what we've seen on Rival, we can't just take for granted. It's 3-on-3. It's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? But I think her being in a 5-on-5 team setting is going to benefit her tremendously. It's going to show her things that she could do, improve her game a little bit. And I also think that having Sophie Cunningham is going to help her too, because you pretty much going to have two of the same players. I think Sophie shoots a little bit better. I think Lexie has, their defense is probably about the same to me. Lexie is a little bit younger, but I think their defense is about the same. They're very feisty, they're gritty, they get up in you, and you need that kind of defensive presence. But I think for Lexie, get into them spots. So when she get it and she's open, take the shot. Don't hesitate, because you got to make defenses pay for leaving you open. And that's something that the Fever didn't have last year. Besides Lexie Hull, you had, and then you bring Dunces in, she makes you pay. She does make you pay. Damaris Dunces make you pay. But she didn't get as much minutes as we expected her to. But when you had Melissa Smith, who couldn't hit a three-pointer, you had Christy Wallace that couldn't hit a three-pointer, you had Erica Wheeler that couldn't hit a three-pointer. Then you brought in Timmy Fanbelly for defensive purpose, but she couldn't hit threes. And then Leo Boston wasn't hitting threes either. So it made it really hard when it came down to the playoffs for the space in the floor. And because if you remember in the series, they ain't had no answer for Marina Mayberry. And Marina Mayberry was knocking out shots. She was constantly knocking out shots because we didn't have an answer for her. We didn't make her work on the defensive end as they was making us work on that end. And that's this is what we need from this Indiana Fever team. We got to make, if you're going to play hard D on CC and Kelsey, then everybody else got to make you pay. And then once they start making you pay from the outside, that loosens up the other team's defense. And the fact of the matter is that Cece and Kelsey and Aaliyah, whoever, they could get going. So let me know what you think about this video. I think it's great. I'm glad to see Lexie, in the lab working out with Caitlin and Bri. And this is going to be good, and like I said, I think Natasha Howard is back now, so we should probably see a video with her working out and all of them together again. So stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of footage, training footage, practice footages, a lot of stuff going on. So stay tuned for it. But until then, like, comment, subscribe. Until the next episode, Live Wire Sports, and I'm out.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats, you know that we gotta run it back. Whether on the field or the court, you know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment.